Hi everybody, welcome to Deb's Way. What we're going to do tonight or this evening for dinner is I'm going to bake my acorn squash. And I'm used to doing it in the oven. I thought about trying it in the air fryer, but I've never done it there. And I wanted to go ahead and get this going in the oven and show people how I do my acorn squash and have done it this way for several years. I love it this way especially. So William is going to cut it in half for me, and then I'll finish up, scoop out the inside and get it in the oven. Okay, so I'll let William continue doing what he's doing, and I'll bring it back when I'm got it all ready to go in the oven. All right, I've got the acorn squash all carved out, and I have some nice seeds left over. Do you think I can plant those? Do you think they'll turn out okay? We'll see. But now I'm going to put it over in the dish that I'm going to stick in the oven along with the chicken that I'm baking for supper. So let me take you over to the oven. Okay, so first of all, I'll start the acorn squash down. And there's a little bit of water in the bottom of the pan, so I just stick it in with the cut side down to start with. Both pieces fit in here barely, but they do fit in there. Let's see here. I think I'll see if I can do it this way. That's better. Okay, there we go. So this is ready to go in the oven for about half an hour. And I did turn it up to 400, so I'm going to watch it. But we'll see how that goes. And then I'll bring it back to show you what I do next. It is time to turn things over here. I'm going to turn the chicken breasts over. They look like they're getting nice and done. And I'm going to turn the squash over. There we go. Same with that, it's getting nice and done. There. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just kind of, oh, it's nice and tender, kind of make a few cuts around the edges here. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, but I'm just trying to show you a little bit how I'm going to cut around the edges. I just prefer to do that, and I'm going to have to do this with the camera put down, but I'll be cutting slicing into the edge here and doing the second one too, and adding butter, just as much butter as you want to, and brown sugar. And I'll bring you back when I get that done and show you what I mean, okay? So hang in there. I turn the squash over, and there's still water in the bottom of the pan there, or the dish. I put a lot of butter in. I like a lot of butter on it. And a lot of brown sugar. And it's going back in the oven now for about half an hour, and then it should be done. But I'm going to sprinkle some seasoning onto this chicken. And what I'm using is this complete seasoning. And then just some ground pepper too, black pepper. Okay, so that's all going back in the oven for about another half hour. And in the meantime, in about 15 minutes, I've got the mashed potato mixings all ready here, the milk and the water and the butter. I'll get that boiling. And then I'm going to make some instant potatoes. These actually are pretty decent. And I do a 4 serving size here on the back. It tells you how to mix it up. So I do 4 servings. And that seems to be fine for 2 of us, okay? So anyway, this is for supper. And I'm going to do some corn on the cob. But that's going to be done in the microwave here real soon. But I'll show you when everything's all finished and we're ready to eat. All right, the corn on the cob is done. I do that in the microwave oven. There's water spritzed on it. It's all, you know, detasseled and everything. And I cook it in the microwave oven for, well, anywhere from 4 to 6 minutes. This is nice and tender now, so we're ready to go. And this is a small ears of corn that I got at the farmer's market recently. So that is, I think, the end of, it was a hard summer for the corn crop. My squash is all done, very nice and tender, and the chicken is all done, and mashed potatoes are ready to go too. So I'm going to get it all plated up and get ready to eat. Wait a minute, what's that, William?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, he's ready to eat. Okay, let me get it plated up. This is my plate here with a little corn on the cob,
chicken breast, mashed potatoes with butter, and then I have my squash off to the side. And the only way I eat it, you just eat it right out of the shell. You don't eat the shell. I don't know of anybody that really likes the shell, and I can say that I've tried it before. I mean, I've tasted it, you know, by accident, and it tastes horrible. So I would not eat the shell. Just just like what you eat spaghetti squash and other kinds of squash, pumpkin, you eat just the meat of the vegetable. So that's what I'm going to do. Scrape the sides off and eat the meat. So that's supper for tonight. And I think I'm going to enter this into Jan's What's Cooking. I've been meaning to do that, and I haven't come up with anything, you know, that I've cooked for dinner really that's of interest. And I just figured tonight I'm going to go ahead and enter. This is just a simple supper that I threw together. But how is it, William? What do you think? Is it pretty tasty?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go with that. This is going to be What's Cooking on Simply Jan's Homestead. Check out her playlist, check out her channel, and subscribe if you haven't already to hers and mine, okay? That's it for now. We're going to go eat. You guys have a good one. Take care, and I'll be talking to you again real soon, but it's going to be bye for now.